Hello there, welcome to Armoured Warfare with me, McFadden, that's me, hello. Right, this is a review. I haven't done one for a couple of weeks, I haven't had the time to. And I'm reviewing the Sphinx. Why am I reviewing the Sphinx? Because I like it. It's that simple. I really like the Sphinx. Apart from the fact it looks like an old Citroen van from World War II. This thing, alright, it's tier 10, but it has certain features I really do enjoy. Its survivability is better. What's the word I'm looking for? Relatively, it's better than some of the previous models in that tech tree. The AFVs. Yes, it's tier 10, but it actually comes with an armor pack, which I'm rather pleased about. Level 5 protection armor. Which is damn useful. You also get the armor retrofit slot. It's going well today, isn't it? Yeah, I am very fond of this. It can take a few hits, and that's why I like it. The one thing I do regret doing, quite frankly, is putting in the improved power steering, putting in the improved suspension, and the run flat tyres. Since I've upgraded her, she's not as controllable as, how do I put it, as she was. She can spin all over the place, a bit like a fox. And that's the only downside to these wheel things. However, saying that, Obsidian have said they're going to be looking at the whole wheeled vehicle controllability issue, especially in relationship to AFVs. They need to, because the Fox and this thing, they're difficult to control, let's put it that way. But I love this thing. Okay, let's have a quick look at some of the stats for it, shall we? Okay, so you've got a good cannon on it. Alright, the damage is 224. The penetration is 306 millimeters, which isn't too bad. Alright, yes, when you're going up against tier 10 stuff, that might be a bit tricky. You have to pixel hunt, unfortunately. But you're not really there to do damage. You're there to spot. It's a lot more fun in PvE. There's no two ways about it. I've managed to do a mission which I scored 28,000 damage, and I know that's peanuts compared to what some people have done. So the DPM 10.158. This thing tends to hit. Well, you can see it says there the average damage is 224. It does plug it out quite a bit. And then you got the missiles. The missiles are great fun as well, which are always useful, because when your cannon's reloading, you switch to missiles, you fire the missiles off 2 at a time, and you're back at the cannon again, and it's reloaded just about. Reload time 10 seconds on the cannon, and that's what happens when you don't keep doing that. And the rate of fire 100 rounds a minute. Mobility is 109.8 kilometers an hour. 0 to 32 is 1.82. Of course, you can change that, and I'm going to show you about that in a moment. Hit points 2,110, which again, not bad really, considering. Now, camouflage. This thing's good at camouflage. 0.44275, 0.44275, 0.44275. I hope you like that particular number, because that's the number you've got. The view range, 520 meters. Again, you can make it better. Aim time, 2.27 is a good aim time. Turret traverse isn't too bad. It's good. The armor. Now, like I say, for an AFV, it's not terrible. Against armor piercing, for some reason it will not let me do it. I don't know why. Who can tell? Oh well, there we go. That's your rough stats. It's good. I wonder why that's not letting me do that. There must be a reason for it. Obviously equal protection versus all ammo types. There's your answer. Okay, so it's exactly the same no matter what. Now, yes, you're going to have stuff that's going to be shooting at you that can pen a lot more. But this thing does tend to take it well, and it's got a fairly good health pool. So its survivability, I found, certainly is better than other AFVs. Especially at tier 10 when you think about it. At tier 10, you'd think this thing would just get wiped off the face of the earth, but no, it doesn't. You get chances with it. So, personnel. Let's have a look at the commander, Sabrina Washington. The vision range increased by 40 meters. Aim speed improved by 10%. Camo factor improved by 10%. Penalty to camo factor from firing weapon is reduced by 30%. Crew at the moment off-road driving skill and quick draw. Aim speed improved by 10%. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, quite frankly, if I'm blunt. Possibly something to actually make it a bit more controllable, I don't know. Retrofits. Now, this is the interesting one. Now, you're probably wondering, why haven't I got any retrofits fitted? Because I can't bloody afford them. It's that simple. I would suggest augmented optics, so you get an extra 30 Mark III 30 millimeters of extra range on that, but it's 5.5 million credits to fit at Mark III. 2.7 million just to get the Mark 1. But that's, I would suggest, in one of the universal slots. Okay, in the other universal slot, again, I would probably go for enhanced sight interface. Component, say, is in visual range. You can chuck the intercom systems in, but seriously, go for that. Yeah, another extra 20 meters at tier 3. Armour. Now, again, a choice. Reinforced wheels, maybe, wheel hit points. You can up the whole hit points. And if I'm honest with you, it's a toss up between those two. Or you can basically save. You can up the whole hit points and crew saves as well, but I don't know. I think I'd probably go for the internal hull reinforcement. It's a good staple to have. And then finally, of course, mobility. Something to please stabilise this damn thing. Unfortunately, you don't really get that. So I would probably go for acceleration so you can get the hell out of there quickly. Upgraded transmission. I mean, there are other ones you can have, but, you know, max speed and whatever. No, go for acceleration. You need to move. You need to move quickly. It's that simple. You need to accelerate out of there. So there's that. Now then, what I'm going to do is move the cat out of the way because she's being an utter cow, and I'm going to now tell you a little history of the Sphinx, because this is not an imaginary vehicle. Oh no. So let's have a little bit of history of the Sphinx. This is from militarytoday.com. The Sphinx stands for, you ready for this? Secret Project for High Intensity and New Conflicts. You can see what they did there, really, can't you? It was developed by Panhard as a private venture to meet French Army EBCR, which is Engine de Blind de Reconnaissance et de Combat requirement. And then it says here, the BRC stands for Armoured Vehicle for Reconnaissance and Combat. Really, you don't say, Military Today. Thank you so much. Okay, it's a new armoured vehicle, and it's intended to replace the ageing AMX-10RC and the Eric, oh poor Eric, ERC-90 Sergei reconnaissance vehicles. The French Army has a requirement for up to 300 new machines of this type. A mock-up of the Panhard Sphinx was revealed in 2010, and it's expected to compete against the Nexter and Renault to meet the requirement being asked for. Deliveries of the new reconnaissance vehicles are expected to begin in 2018. That's the future! Wow! And the Sphinx is also being proposed for export customers. The 6x6 Panhard Sphinx was revealed alongside a lighter 4x4 Panhard Crab armoured car. Both of these armoured vehicles are highly mobile and are based on renewed light cavalry doctrine, where small but fast and well-armed armoured vehicles taking an active combat role. That's very bad grammar, sorry, but it is. The Sphinx is capable of reconnaissance, fire support, and rapid intervention. I said no. The vehicle has an all-welded steel hull with add-on armour. The add-on armour allows people to tailor the vehicle in field conditions to suit mission requirements. Useful. Armour of the Sphinx provides all-round protection against 14.5mm armour-piercing rounds and artillery shell fragments. Improved protection for the front arc against 25mm armour-piercing projectiles is proposed as an option. Some areas of this combat vehicle are covered with slat armour for increased protection against rocket-propelled grenades. The vehicle has a V-shaped hull and withstands 10 kilograms of anti-tank mine blasts. It's fitted with NBC protection system for the crew, that's nuclear, biological, chemical. It also has a laser warning receiver. Careful, you're about to be lasered. That's all I can think of it. This reconnaissance vehicle is fitted with a two-man turret and armed with a fully stabilised 40mm automatic gun. The whole turret was developed by Lockheed Martin for the upgrade of the British Army Warrior. It's worth mentioning that initial version of the Sphinx, revealed in 2010, was fitted with a Belgian CMI turret. It was later replaced with the Lockheed Martin turret in order to cut production costs. The 40mm gun has a rate of fire of about 180 rounds per minute. The vehicle also has 4 long-range anti-tank missile launchers. Pods of missiles are mounted on either side of the turret. Also, there's a 7.62mm machine gun mounted coaxially with the main gun. Should point out that in armoured warfare you get 2 missiles, not 4. This reconnaissance and combat vehicle has a crew of 3. The vehicle is powered by a turbocharged diesel engine, which develops 600 horsepower. It's expected to be a German Mercedes or MTU or Austrian Steyr unit. The engine is located in the rear and is coupled with automatic transmission. All the wheels on the Sphinx are steered and it has good cross-country mobility. Ha! You haven't played it in this game. A central tyre inflation system is fitted. The machine's also fitted with run-flat tyres, and it's not amphibious, so glug glug glug. It can be airlifted by the Hercules or a larger military cargo aircraft. Now, that's all they've got to say on the Sphinx, mainly because it's so new it doesn't exist yet. Slightly wonky, slightly wibbly wobbly. Anyway, that's as much history as I can give you. Which, alright, yeah, ain't much. Right then. Okay, let's see how this thing handles in action. This is Operation Spearhead. I don't like this one. I'm going to be blunt. We've got 3 MBTs with us and another Sphinx. The reason I have done PvE is because basically, with luck, it should last a bit longer. Let's go down here, see if we can get into some cover. Nope, spotted, move. Still spotted. There we go, that's better. See if we can go around this way. What have we got here? Pixel hunt time. Whee. Nope, didn't think so. Like I say, I've had some great games in this thing, but... There we go. Nope, come on. Move out of the way. That thing's looking at you. I'm not going to switch to missiles for the moment, because I don't think I'm going to need to. He's still doing that.
No effect. Penetrated. Ricochet.
Try and get up there. No.
No ban.
Annoying. Now I'm going to switch to missiles. I'm going to pull back away from the rock, because missiles have a horrible tendency to hit rocks when you're too close.
Ammo up.
Okay, back to the main gun. Can we hit the edge of the turret? There we can-ish.
No ban.
No. Oh, they've got to sort out this pixel hunting problem.
Target hit.
Okay, here we go.
Good hit.
Switch back to missiles. Okay, good.
Missile destroyed.
I don't think that actually did any damage, did it? Back to cannon again. Okay, he's gone. What do we got? What's left? There's a stingray down
No
there.
ban. Good hit. No ban.
Hostile tank, mark. Identify target.
Hostile tank.
What we got over
Incoming.
there? Oh, here we go. Whoa. Actually, we'll take a second to reload. Whoops. I broke the tree. Okay, that leopard's not particularly having a good time of it. Now, can I light that up?
Target locked.
I
Requesting fire
can.
support.
Good. Can I get eyes on myself there?
Nailed them.
Hopefully. Remember, when you do this, if you hit,
Stop the refinery generator.
pan, you
Let's
score
stop the
full
gas flow
damage.
while we finish the job.
Come back, come back, come back. Thank you. Give me missiles.
Identify.
I want my missiles. I love my missiles.
No pen.
Damn. Now, I am being a bit cautious on this, I will admit.
Good hit. Nailed them.
But, in this particular instance, softly, softly,
Target hit.
quite frankly.
Round destroyed. Penetrated.
771 damage from that missile, and now we just start plugging away with the cannon
Enemy
again.
destroyed. Direct ricochet.
We're on 11.3k already, which, if I'm honest with you, isn't brilliant for the Sphinx. The Sphinx can really knock that damage out if it needs to.
No pen.
No, okay. That lieutenant's still there. Let's get rid of him if we can.
Hostile PC. Mark.
No effect. Good hit. Target destroyed.
Down. Good. Right, let's keep going and see. Come on. Nope, nothing happening there. I think I'm going to have to start moving forward, which is not something I want to do. Let's reload whilst we're at it. Dog's gone loopy. Alright, now we'll go around the side here, I think. Help this other Sphinx out. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Penetrate. No pen.
Move, run away. Oh, thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you. I think we will get that again now. This tactic can go right or it can go wrong.
Hostile tank. Ammo up.
They're trying to surround you. Don't lose the refinery.
She's such a bossy woman, this one.
Nailed them.
Hello. Run away. Give me the side of your tank. You know you want to. What have we got here? Nothing as such. Ooh, cheeky.
Ricochet. No effect.
Can I get... No, apparently I can't. That's a bit annoying. Okay.
Hostile truck.
Move
Mark.
forward. Now, gotta be careful because they have a horrible tendency to spawn on you. Like I say, this thing...
Identify.
Hostile PC.
Right, come back.
Penetrated. Reloading.
Missiles, whether they're going to be any good in this particular situation, I don't know, but we're about to find out.
Round destroyed.
They hit us hard.
No. There you go. See, I'm being clobbered, but this thing has the health pool and certain mitigation with the armour. Now, I'll be blunt, I don't know if armour actually mitigates the amount of damage you get. Whoa! Do you see that? It's a ploppy.
Good hit.
I call them ploppies. I think I'm the only one who does, actually. The good old PLO1.
Target hit. No effect.
Yeah, yeah. You want some, do you? You want some? I'm going to hit the pill from Miracle Max. Because we've reached that time of the thing. Really? I can hit you hard, mate.
Round destroyed. Strike destroyed.
Thus I win. Okay, onwards. What else do we have? I've got to go and get that secondary, which is just down here. Can I break through this? I think I can. Yeah, here we go. That's
Good
done.
job. Armored reinforcements are on the way, and infantry is on the
Like I say,
Identify the
difficult to
people.
handle. This isn't the worst time I've had with handling on this tank. But I do wish they'd make it easier to actually pen things.
No pen.
Come on. Let me find that pixel.
No effect.
It's sort of just here, but
Nailed them.
there we go. Come on. Doesn't have the cat's jumping all over me.
No pen. Nailed them.
It really is snipe, 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 snipe. Where are we? We're down to 3. Let's reload. Okay, I'm going to have a little look round. Just to see if we've forgotten anything. Maybe there's an artillery somewhere. I'll also give you a chance to see how well this moves. Any artillery floating around anywhere? I haven't heard anybody screaming about it. No, it doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, well, I'm not going to get much of a chance, but anyway. So, the Sphinx. Gameplay.
Great job.
We'll have a little look at how well I did compared to the others. It's not my best game, I'll be blunt. But as a demonstration, it's alright. It's mobile as long as you can control it. It's got excellent view range. There's no two ways about that. And it's got that survivability which a lot of AFVs don't have. And yes, I'm repeating myself. It's Sunday. I'm allowed. And I've got a dog now wanting my attention. Hello, little girl. Hello. Yes, I'm talking to the strange glowing object on the table. So how did we do on this? I say we, God, I'm saying it's a quickie baby. 16,500 damage. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. 7,447. Spot damage, 18 things spotted. On the team, let's have a look. The other Sphinx, 22,500. But you'll notice both of us are the ones doing the main amount of damage. We're the AFVs, for heaven's sakes. Not bad rep, 3,428. A net figure of 61,913. Now, when you consider that a certain other tank game that shall remain nameless called World of Tanks, you tend to lose money whatever you do on a tier 10 match. It makes playing these tier 10s enjoyable. You don't just play them just for the sake of, oh, I need to play my tier 10, I suppose. You play them because you know you can make money and you know you can have fun in them. Like I say, I've still only got the 4 tier 1, they're tier 10s. Ah, my voice, dear me. But I love all 4 of them. I really, really do. So, that is the Sphinx. Quite simply, a really, really wonderful little AFV that I enjoy. And like I say, I love its look. It's an old Citroen. There you go, folks. Okay, just to let you know, I now Twitch stream in full 1080p HD. Okay, so that's twitch.tv/McFadden most evenings, providing I'm not knackered. And it looks good now. The computer upgrade went well. So join me, basically. And remember, I'm going to be hosting or commentating on one of the upcoming matches that Armoured Warfare Leagues are doing. I'm looking forward to that, quite frankly. So there we go. I will speak to you very, very soon. I hope you enjoyed that. Toodles.